last week on Dork Night Elite, we met Merrick's father, the Jarl of Havita. Right? That's how you say it? Havita?
You got it. Yep.
Turns out Merrick might be a vampire, possibly. We don't know. By this white queen, white witch. Give me a sec. No,
Queen.
Queen? White queen? Yep, you're right. White queen. Leader of the Frostfell, maybe. We drank a lot. I met Orm the Ox. Had an arm wrestling competition with him.
It was
very
intense.
Very intense.
It was. You barely won.
Me and Otar had a heart-to-heart about our feelings. We sat around, talked about our feelings. About why he's such an asshole sometimes. And that he doesn't like Nords at all. That's why he kind of looks at Merrick weird. I also think there's some weird sexual tension. I wrote that down.
Oh.
Weird sexual tension between Merrick and Otar. And then there's a weird ghost girl, and we have a quest that definitely she had like an exclamation point above her head quest to find her silver comb. And then these fucking Draugr showed up.
Yeah, you know, Josh would have fetched quest.
The end.
Hey, it's on your way. You're not going out of your way for it, so.
As long as it's not escort quest, I really don't care.
Yeah, I
thought that's what you guys were into.
Escorts
Fur
quest
and feather?
are the worst. No, that's definitely like a God of War like mini game. You know, there's definitely the fuck mini game.
All right. So, yep, you got it. That is exactly what happened last week. We had stopped just the ghost of the girl, Iska. She had said, requested that you guys find her comb or hairpiece. It is somewhere in the area, but she really wasn't sure. She said she had lost it some time ago. And with that, with a decent perception check, you had heard the cracking of ice as you saw 3 of the Draugr begin pulling themselves up from the frozen pond off to the west there. Sorry. All right. And with that, we are automatically going to go.
You said Iska was the ghost girl's name?
Yep. Iska.
Okay.
And she bolted as soon as she sensed the Draugr approaching.
Coward.
Well, she is a little girl, so, you know.
What happened to Cora?
Where am I?
Motherfucker.
Get much.
You guys can see everything, right? Everybody can see their tokens?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And you can see the firelight, correct?
Yep.
All right. Good deal. Cool. Nothing broke while we were on break for the week. Although I'm ahead by a couple weeks of gameplay, so I had to go in and change tokens for Gorban on all of those. So yeah, long D&D break. That is correct. All right, so immediately you see these undead creatures. You don't necessarily see them, any details on them, except you see the dark red glowing eyes and the empty sockets. And then above them, you see like a flickering, almost torchlight as they begin approaching from the west. And
What kind of weapons do they have?
you really can't. Hold on here. Let me see what you can see.
I
You
can
can't.
barely see them.
Yeah, you can't make it out from where you're at.
Okay.
All
I'll wait till they get closer.
right. So let me just do the thing here.
Is Goblin thinking about food by any chance?
Always.
Yeah, he's debating whether that meat is usable.
All right.
Is
So
meat expired?
what happens? Corbin, are you supposed to be lit up? Do you have light attached to you?
Yes. I have
Okay.
my light torch.
Okay. That's right. I forgot that part. Okay. So
I packed my belt.
as soon as you hear them scrabbling across the gravel, the shore, the fire goes out, plunging most everybody into darkness, or at least a darker environment. And with that, let me sort that. All right, Merrick, you are up first.
Pull out the bow. Shoot. I'm assuming a 27 hit.
Maybe. Yes, it absolutely does.
Merrick's going to be radical. He's going to go punch him in the dick.
All right, you can barely make them out, but you can see one right there.
Yep.
You fire your arrow, and you hear a thunk, like a soft, like the arrow hitting flesh. You don't hear anything beyond that. It does not kill it, but you at least know that you've hit it. All right. And anything else you want to do before we move on?
No, that's it.
All right. Cool. All right. And that brings us to Andre.
All right. I will. I don't think I even need to move.
Okay. Well.
I'll move here.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
You got
I have
the
tons
vision.
of vision.
Yep. Vision for days.
Yup. It's my thing. Character sheet go.
It's a zombie thing.
And I'll just cast a firebolt on this one here.
Okay.
22. I'm assuming it's 22 hits.
All right. Yeah, that does hit.
4 damage. Awesome.
All right. A slight explosion from the firebolt exploding on its chest. You make out the faint outline of that individual momentarily as you harm it, but you have not killed it.
All right. And I'll just kind of relax more than anything else.
You what?
I'll just hang out here. No point in moving anymore.
Okay. And Cora.
All right.
You can barely make out this one guy appear. You can barely see the outline of him.
And the light would not follow me, right? Okay.
Correct.
I'm right in front of Merrick's firing arc, and I'm going to, what's the term I'm looking for? Hold my sword at the ready, or
Yep. Yeah, you're going to prepare. Yeah. And so what's the trigger going to be? It's going to be as soon as they enter your range. Okay. Excellent. All right. Excellent. We will move on to Gorbin.
All right. I can't leave Cora out there by herself. Oh, now that I'm closer, do I see what they're wielding?
Oh, now I see.
You went up there blind. You're crazy person.
This one, he is. Let me see here. Which one is this? Dual wielding battle axes.
Taking a glance around, do they all look like they're wielding? Like,
I'm sorry. This one. I'm sorry. This one has dual wielding battle axes. This one that you can kind of make out. That one is looks like it's might be holding a long sword, and then the one below that, he is holding a battle axes, just a single battle axe.
All right, so all slashy stuff.
Yep.
Sweet. All right. Then I'm going to pull out a ladle and stick it in my magical chef's pouch. Pull out some veggie medley stew and shove it in Cora's face.
Medley stew.
And you now are resistant to slashing damage.
Oh, sweet. By the way, what's the stew made of?
Vegetables.
Okay. Just making sure you didn't use any of the horse's testicles or anything.
Nah, I used the ball sweat for seasoning, though, and then I turn around and throw
She just looks at me and goes,
And then I guess I guess it's probably not a good idea to, run up there in front.
ball sweat.
But, I'm gonna.
What major do you have where you're learning about reproductive organs? It was you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, I'm going to stay back here. Hold on. I'll tell you in a second. I'll stay back here, and I forget I have range things. And going to just fucking throw a cleaver at this man.
No. Which one did you throw it at?
This guy. Doesn't matter, though.
Nope, you missed it.
Dr. Mundo.
All right. You hear the blade lands clattering on the ice and sliding further out. You're not sure where it landed, but it is further out on the ice. All right. And that's going to bring us to Clover.
I'm going to go up into that tree and try to hide.
Okay. You think you're hiding pretty well. You're pretty well concealed in the tree. At the very least, you're out of the probably out of the threat and range of the three Draugr.
And am I good to shoot a guy?
You can absolutely try.
Awesome. I'm going to shoot this guy because he's kind of sort of the closest. Maybe if it works. I do not shoot that guy.
Okay. Unfortunately, you just miss. It's I can't talk. You judge the distance a little bit off, and the arrow sails harmlessly over his head, skittering across the ice.
If you're hidden, wouldn't you have advantage?
Is that how that works?
She would get sneak attack.
So you get sneak attack. I don't know if you actually get advantage or not.
If they can't see you, it's advantage, but... It's up to the DM whether these monsters have like tremor sense or something like that.
Let me see here. Let me check out. I have the sheet right here. I think.
Tremors.
Yeah, you
Draw-
can detect stuff through tremor.
Wait, I'm confused. Why tremor sense? Isn't she flying?
That's true.
But
Yeah.
but you are correct. You did hit them with it would be a 21 because you are hidden. So I will put that. So you hit that first, the one couple spaces in front of Cora. 4, 7, and actually, if you want to give your do your sneak attack.
Oh yeah, because it hit. I'll learn how to do this. Eventually it'll happen.
Okay. I'm sorry. There's a sneak. 5 points, so 12 total. All right. Excellent. Sorry, I was reading that real quick, and I couldn't make out what exactly flew out of what he was opening, but hey.
It was a moth.
It was what?
I opened a card and there's a moth in it.
Oh, nice.
I tried to find thematic shifts. Don't judge me.
Was it like a clockwork wind-up moth, or was it just literally a moth?
I'm pretty sure it's literally a moth that flies out.
Yeah, I saw the wings flutter at the end there. But
Seen it where you
all
get,
right.
like it's like a 2 bits of cardboard and like a pin and then lazy band, and then you like wind it and it's flat.
All
And
right.
then both halves.
Cora, the first one charges forward at you, wielding the dual battle axes. You are prepared for this, and go ahead and you can make your attack or take your action. All right. You hit 15 with a 15. So that's 5 slashing damage.
Yep.
Nicely done. All right. That's your the remainder of your full action, correct?
Yeah, I can't shoot with a bonus, I don't think. Maybe a spell, but we'll see. We'll just hold up for now.
Okay. Excellent. What happened to... There it is. All right. And your armor class, Cora.
19. Oh, wait. 20? No. Yeah, it's 20.
All right. He swings at you with his first attack. Missing, you're able to... You are using a shield, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Deflects it with... Or you deflect the blow with the shield. And he comes across with his second swing. And you step out of the way as the axe sails harmlessly to the side of you. This one...
Was any of those at a 19? I'm not sure. I have to calculate again just in case.
No, either way. I pretty much rolled the same thing on both attacks, so it didn't matter. I think I rolled a 17, so you're safe either way.
Okay.
All right, the second one charges forward. This one is wielding a longsword. Gorbin, your AC.
17.
All right, 17 on the dice, so that is a hit. You get hit with the longsword for 9 points of damage.
Gotcha.
He slashes across you. The next one. All right. charges towards Otar. And Otar, your turn.
Well, good luck with that Merrick. Gonna go run over here. Gonna attack the one that's on Cora.
Okay.
I respect the move. I respect the fuck this guy.
All right. The
Sorry, that's
well, the 15 that hits.
and it's an advantage, right? Because of
Yeah.
Okay. So 17 also. It's assume.
Yes, but you didn't need that second hit.
Oh.
As that first one, as you punch it, and it basically your fist goes through the skull of the Draugr, and it basically goes limp and just collapses at your feet. Horrible stench emanating from it, but it does move on from this world.
Then I will run over here, and the second punch will go to this guy.
Okay, and the damage for that?
10.
Ten points of damage. All right. Well done. You punch it. Does some damage. This is the one that's holding the longsword. All right, and that's your full turn, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Wait a sec, I think my turn got missed out.
Well, why are you not in the order?
I am in the order.
Oh, sorry. Did I accidentally skip you? Hit the button twice? Sorry about that. Evie, go ahead.
Woohoo! I rolled a 20 at the beginning of the fight last week, so I guess I've still got advantage attacking him.
Yes.
And is that just for the first if I'm throwing 2 knives? Or is it for both of them?
No, it would be for the first attack. Each one's.
Yeah. As soon as you make an attack, you're revealed.
All right, that's a hit.
That's the first one. And that's the second one.
Second one just misses.
With a 10, won't it?
Yeah, you throw it a little short and it sticks in the snow in front of it. So 6 points of piercing. And well done. It is injured more. Hard to tell with these things. All right. And Otar went. All right. And that's your full turn, Evie, correct?
Yeah, nothing else.
Okay. Excellent. And you see 2 more climb their way out of the pond. At least somebody does. Let's see here.
Yeah, I can see him.
Yeah, okay.
Same.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, Merrick, it is now your turn. Well, the light from the fire went out. All right. And which one are you firing at, Merrick? Oh, this one, the new guy?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. You missed with a 10. And the arrow skitters across the ice behind it.
There's more coming from the ice.
All right. Andre. The one kind of in front of you, it was charging towards Otar, and Otar moved away.
He just left him.
And it turns and sees you standing back by the remnants of the fire, and lets out a low growl, and it's definitely going to come charging at you.
We
Sweet.
found your siblings. You're looking for those, right?
All right. Let's see. How much distance? All right. Gorbon, can you duck real quick? I'm gonna shoot a firebolt right over you.
Oh no.
No, I'm gonna hit the one charging me with the firebolt. I won't shoot Otar this turn.
All right, that is a hit for sure.
8 damage to this guy. Boom.
I swear
Nice.
Andre's not missed a single firebolt the whole campaign.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
good
yeah.
at it. I'm good at it.
Andre, best dead guy.
So I shoot him, and then I kind of hide behind Merrick.
Okay, nice.
I know where my talents lie.
All right, Cora. Wait, hold on. Making sure I didn't skip anybody. Yes, Cora. That brings us to you.
Okay. 1 second. All right. Let's see a feller up here, and there's a feller down there. There's a feller over here. I'm going to head this prick off to the path here.
Okay.
Go at Edie, and I am going to strike. Very viciously, I hope. I get an attack of opportunity.
No, the one that was in melee with you gets an attack on you because you
Yeah.
moved out
Oh.
of melee.
That one there.
Yeah,
All right,
I was
whatever.
reminding you in case you didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it missed. It does take a quick swing at you with the longsword, but you definitely dodge out of the way of that. And
That sexy armor.
Yep. All right, let's see your attack here. 23 is a definite hit. Nice.
Smackdown.
All right. Well, you layeth the smacketh down, stabbing it in the thrusting that sword deep into its chest cavity, and yanking it back out. Sword is covered in this black ichor, horrible smelling, as it turns to face you. And Gorbin, your turn.
All right, just gonna pull a classic. Pull out the pan. Egg Excalibur.
Oh my god!
You're the worst.
Please change its name to that. It's
Oh,
got to have
or could it
beyond
be-
the attack.
Egg Scrambler.
Oh my, stop. There's Fermunda all over the fucking game board.
Welcome to the
Oh.
week. Yes.
You requested too much.
Nice. All right. Let's see the damage because that definitely hits. Wow, that was a good sound effect there. The pan hitting the Draugr. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but
What, my cough?
no, the I don't know. It sounded like a pan hitting something.
Who did
All
it?
right, Gorbin, you
No,
smash.
totally okay.
Yeah, you smash it, and it's injured. As you hear some crunching of bones somewhere within its form, but it still stands before you. All right, and that is going to bring us to Clover, unless Gorbin had something else to do.
Yeah, 1 second. Did want to do one other thing. I want to give myself a cake.
Oh, you gotta reward yourself there.
Just Gorbin
Yeah.
never stops eating.
Constant. Might have a tapeworm.
Gorbin a fan?
Nice.
Is
All
Gorbin
right.
a fan?
Ah,
Good healing.
Well, if that might make a difference. You never know.
Plus 5 with my wisdom.
Ah, okay. So At least that's a little better. All right, so you shove a piece of orange cake into your mouth, and Clover, it is your turn.
Would like to fly into this tree
Okay.
and hide, maybe. Or maybe not.
All right. Yeah,
Doesn't make a difference. I'm gonna shoot that guy.
you're kind of out of range of it anyway, but you think it spotted you as you flew into the tree. You kind of flew in, and as you landed, snow scattered down from where you perched yourself in the tree.
Snapped right through 3 branches. Just
All right, and you fire that short bow, and you do 3 points of damage. Not spectacular, but
I get naked because someone's next to him.
15. All right, so 4 total. It lodges in its chest. It doesn't seem to have much effect to it, but I mean, it kind of let out a growl or a howl as you did hit it, but it's still coming at Cora, or will be coming at Cora pretty strong.
turn around, give a thumbs up. Just doing a good job. Doing great.
All right, and all right, Gorbin. What's your AC again?
17.
Yep. All right. This time he slashes you again across the chest for 6 points of damage. You can feel the rusty blade scraping across your rib bones. It does not feel pleasant. And Otar. One charges up behind you. What's your AC?
Only a 14.
All right. He crashes into you, hitting you with a battle axe at the same time for 10 points of damage. And I need a DC 12 strength save. All right. You are not knocked prone. But he came charging out of seemingly nowhere, blindsided you. Evie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this one, he comes charging off of the ice at you. All right, and what is Evie's AC?
17.
All right, he comes launching at you with a battle axe, and he swings wide as you're able to just nimbly step aside of the swing. Cora, the one you had hit, is not very pleased with you, but he swings his battle axe and he hits you for 6 points of damage. He gets you in one of the exposed. Actually, because you have you're resistant, correct?
Yeah, and I have a reduction.
Correct.
So 3 with the resistance, and then
Another 3 with the reduction, I think.
so you don't take any damage.
I'm going to double check.
Nice. Yeah, I got to double crit you next round. So, I mean, yeah.
Me too, bro. Yeah, that's correct. 3 and 3.
All right, excellent. So, Evie, that brings us to you as all of. Actually, I'm sorry. Corbin, I did hit you already this round, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I skipped one. No, sorry. Evie, go ahead. It's like
And there's
gonna-
blood splurting out of my chest.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
oh my. Well. Oh, I don't have that open. God damn it. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, you can keep it closed. No
Nope.
reason to open.
No. Absolutely not. No, it's not a problem at all. Give me a D100.
No.
You throw your short sword, and it impales Clover in the chest, killing her.
Cora dodges all damage except for the short sword sticking out of her forehead.
All right. So as you go to attack with the short sword, what happens is you hit a hidden patch of ice underneath the snow as your leg slips out from underneath you. I need a dex save. All right. All right. You just fall to the ground. You do not knock yourself silly. That is the good news. However, you are currently prone as you did slip.
Okie dokie.
But you're able to brace your fall. That's what the save was for. All right. And you thrust with the first dagger. That was miss. It glanced off of the remnants of some chain shirt that it is wearing.
Question. When you're prone, it takes half your movement to get back up. I've not moved. Can I get back up?
It's still an action.
Oh, it's an action. Oh, I thought it was half.
No, it's half movement. Yeah. Getting up
It's half
from prone is half
movement.
movement.
What's that?
I was
Getting out of
wondering if I
prone.
can get up because I've not moved. So
I thought it was at least a bonus action, maybe a full action. I don't
No,
know.
it's only
half
No,
movement.
part of your movement.
Yeah, it is part of your movement. So we'll say yes. You since you haven't moved yet, that's going to be half your movement. If you want to back away, maybe he'll get an attack of opportunity against you, or you can stay melee. Completely up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to stay in melee.
Okay.
I'm just going
All
to
right,
stare
so-
daggers at him.
All right, you stand back up. Good deal. And that takes us to Otar.
Otar is going to disengage, and with fury, he's going to go run over to this one.
All right, you get an attack of opportunity.
Disengage action. No.
Okay,
attack.
you have disengaged.
Well, disengage is just an attack ability you can take.
Yep.
And then for my bonus action, I am just going to brace up. So I brace for my next attack. Oh, that's sucky, but okay. And that's
Okay.
final moxie point.
Nice. All right. And that is creepy. Anyway, Merrick, that brings us to you.
Right.
That is a hit.
That's the one on Cora.
All right.
Just the first one.
All right. 12 points of damage. Very nice. All right, that arrow basically it enters one side of its neck. Core, you see the arrow jut out from the other side as it's stuck in his throat. Doesn't seem to have any effect other than it does damage it, but it doesn't seem to care. It's not like it's choking on its own blood or anything like that, as it does not have a bleeding heart. All right,
Yeah, it was a good hit, though.
that was a good hit. 12 points of damage with a bow. Nice. All right. And that's your full turn?
Yep.
All right. Andre.
Yeah, I'll go after the one attacking Cora. Then I'll continue with my classic. Oh no, 10. Damn it.
Well, you have advantage on it because Cora and...
Yeah, because they're engaged. Nice. So 15?
That hits.
Nice. 8.
Wow. Oh. Nice. You blast it. Cora, you see this explosion of fire from its side as it gets hit from a projectile from Andre. All right, Andre, anything else you're going to do?
Move further behind Merrick. And that'll be my turn.
Yep.
You know, he's just like a kid with a bow. I don't think he has a shield or anything.
That's fine. He's a beat shield. It works.
That's the zombie.
All right, Cora, you're up.
All right. I am going to cast a spell. There we go. On this one. Gonna scream at him, get the fuck away from her and take on someone fucking ready for you.
Wow. Cora with the potty mouth tonight. All right. You have its attention. And let me see. That is a save, correct?
That's a bonus option, by the way.
Yep. It doesn't matter. He failed to save. 2 on the dice is definitely not going to succeed. And all right. He is going to have to come after you.
And I'm going to strike at the asshole next to me. As soon as I get off the spell sheet. I'm not used to having spells. Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Cora with the awesome rolls tonight. Nice. You hit for sure. All right. Cora, as it is, you cast your spell, and as it's raising its battle axe, you basically swing your shield up, distracting it just for a moment, and then you bring your sword up, and you cleave the head clean off of the body as it collapses limply to the ground in front of you. Well done.
All right.
And are you going to move, or are you going to stand your ground and wait for the other guy?
I'm going to run up to here.
Nice. Okay. And Corbin.
You're gonna pan this man.
All
One
right.
thing Gorbin's good at is panning people.
Excalibur to the rescue. All right. That's definitely a hit for 7 points of damage. All right. You again slam it with the pan. It takes a sidestep unsteadily, but it is still standing. Any that it?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Clover.
I'm going to shoot this guy.
Okay.
He seems the most reasonable to shoot.
You do have advantage, so that is a crit.
Yay!
And let me roll a D100 for me.
Sneak attack too.
77. Let's see if this is good.
And there should be sneak attack on there too.
And you double sneak
All
attack.
right.
Was the sneak attack too? Cool.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
it's
you
dice.
get this. Yep, you get the sneak attack as well. Wow. All right, so you hit his.
I think also it's another D6 on the arrow, because isn't it a full arrow, a full dice, and then you roll the dice?
Yes.
That's-
That's the way it works. So you get.
So it's another D6 as well of damage.
Well, hold on. She rolled.
8 is full.
No, that's right.
Yeah, that is right. 8 plus 4,
right.
so that's 12.
Yeah.
And then the sneak attack is there's no damage or no. It's just the
math.
5 top of that. Yep.
All right, that was 2 a.m. maths.
17. All right. Wow. Well, you basically, what happens is as it lifts his sword, you basically
Is
it's on its last.
Sneak attack double too.
It doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
dead. You take your shot, and you basically you separate the arm from the body that was holding the longsword. As that happens, it spins around and collapses into the snow. As it has perished. Well done. That's okay.
See, pixies are good luck.
All right. And they are going to do their thing. All right. And he hits you, Cora, for 9 points of damage. You can take off the 3 and the 3.
Yeah.
So really hits you only for 3 points of damage.
Okay. And done.
Wait. Because it's resistant. My resistance might be different from your resistance. My resistance halves the damage first. And then I think you have the heavy armor feat, so that's -3, right?
Yeah, that's why he got -6.
Well, half of 9 would be 5, right?
Well, really, it was 6 on the dice, so have that 3.
He's nothing.
It's only 3 points of damage. Barely cuts through your defenses, and because it's so be.
She takes
I'm
1
sorry.
point.
Yeah,
So
you got it. That's right.
You can go down to 1.
Yep. Sorry, I was doing 3 instead of math. All right.
I just try to make sure Cora doesn't get as much damage as possible.
All right,
It's-
Otar
no,
and
That
Otar,
lane.
Otar and Evie make attacks of opportunity.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if this is advantage because we're opposite each other. Still, honestly, so it's
Yeah.
other 6.
Well, it doesn't matter either way you hit. Both of you hit. All right, 15 total.
Why is 16 played out?
What's
Because
that?
I rolled it at advantage.
Oh, so it grays out the other one?
Yep.
Fancy. You set that shit up.
As it goes to move, you guys tag team, and you skewer it pretty much in its place.
You got spit roasted.
Oh my god, what the heck?
I know what you're doing with that.
All right, it collapses into the snow, leaving the one remaining dropper. However, it already attacks, so that takes us to Evie.
Okay, so Evie is going to run over here. And there's no advantage.
All right, 22 is going to hit. So, all right, nice. 8 points of damage. All right, you thrust your dagger into it, draws some black ichor from it, but it is still standing. Otar. Hit. All right, 15 total. Nice. All right, you pound on that guy twice. You see pieces of. Yeah, I forgot. You're right, but it didn't matter. Well, I guess it would have mattered, but I doubt you would have failed that. But he was almost dead anyway, so the two of them completely destroyed him upon that hit.
It's my fault. Not usually.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. All right. And Otar, those were awesome hits. You knocked some of the old pieces of rusted armor from its torso. And that brings us around to Merrick.
Damn, son. Merrick is rolling like a god.
Right. All right.
Such
Merrick,
a good kid.
Double damage.
Yeah. All right, Merrick, you launched that arrow, and you send that arrow directly through its skull, basically collapsing its head up in upon itself, and it collapses into the snow before Cora and Otar and Evie. Well done, guys. You have defeated your first taste of the Draugr.
Wait, hold up. I got a little tribute here. There you go. You ready? Wait, not this. Oh, God damn it. I'm ruining everything. Stop that. Okay, there we go.
Old school.
All right.
For all you youngins, that was Final Fantasy.
Stop that. Yeah. 7.
Here's a good one. I'm more of a Final Fantasy 6.
So as a cannon, they exploded to loot once we killed them. These coins just drop into the earth.
No, that's not what happened. But they did have some weapons. However, those weapons are pretty rusted and corroded, as well as any of the possessions that they held. They didn't have really. They have nothing of any value. They look like they may have been Nords prior to being undead. How they ended up in the center of the pond, you are not sure. But they are now permanently deceased, or so you think. You're not sure how that works.
Well, we can burn them and make sure.
You absolutely can.
I was thinking of doing that, and then also maybe throwing them inside the frozen river. Because a burned body can probably get up based on...
I mean, they got out of the water the first time.
Okay, is everybody okay?
Andre.
Pew, pew. I'm sorry I wasn't on my A game. I was asleep literally 12 seconds ago, so...
All right, Andre, you pew them, setting them on fire. They burst into flame really quick as you hit them with the firebolt.
Look at me contributing.
So, is everybody okay? Does anybody get hit?
Yeah. As I'm bleeding out of my chest. Big old gash. Like an X.
Anybody else? It's not literally a giant.
I think I saw Cora take a few hits.
How bad are you hurt, Corbin?
I mean, on a scale of 1 to ow, holy shit.
Ow. Merrick to the rescue with a 22 for a medicine check.
5 points for bandage.
All right, you get he binds your wounds and treats these slashes, and you get the 5 hit points back.
2 to Evie.
Did you have that sitting there waiting?
No, but it only takes a second to make a new skill and.
Nice. All right. Another 22. Holy crap. Who's that one on?
I think Cora's hurt, right?
It's only a point. Yeah. Does that use a hit die?
No, it's
You-
5 points.
He binds your wounds. You're all
Jesus.
gives you a band-aid and a lollipop, and you're good to go.
Medicine roll.
That's an unlimited supply of cure light wounds.
What's that, Joe?
It's like an unlimited supply of cure light wounds.
Well, no, there is a limit to it because he's
once-
basically using his medical supply kits.
It's once per, I think, long rest. Long rest or short rest. And it's using up bandages.
Yeah. So basically, anytime he goes into town, he's going to have to replenish bandages.
Oh, okay.
All right. So with that, you guys have defeated the Draugr. It is the middle of the night. What do you guys do? Some of them Clover, some of them you can find because they got sent out on the ice along with the
I get my cleaver.
yeah, Gorbin's cleaver is out there as well. Merrick shot one or two arrows that missed and sailed out there. The ice is very thick, except where the Draugr punched through, which is close to shore. So no worries about falling through.
Is Otar still fucked up?
No, I'm fine.
No more than usual.
Otar is still clearly bleeding out, but
Otar, stop. You need healing.
no, I'm fine. They'll take care of it.
You see,
Or Elon will take care of it.
yeah, he's
No.
got a big. He's got a gash across his back. Otar kind of fighting it off. Yeah, we'll say you get 2 points of healing from the minimal amount of medical attention that you gain. But
Not really bad rolls.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wouldn't like stop walking away.
No, Mayor, he will. If everybody else is doing it, he'll be like, whatever, I'm just going to walk away. They can do it while I'm walking. If Mayor comes over, he's like, nope, you're not fucking touching me. Get your goddamn
Whatever.
devil magic away.
It's bandages. Hello.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
literally pull out a bandage. Clover will attempt to put a band-aid on your finger. It's just
He'll
like
stick his hand
a
out
little
your.
spurt,
yeah,
and
you're a
she's like,
moth.
"This is a band-aid."
So it's not even on a wound, just on my finger.
Otar, I could take care of some of that if it's okay. You just have to give me permission.
No, I'm fine. It will go away over the rest.
Oh, I don't understand, but okay. If anything changes, please ask.
Yeah, of course.
all right.
He says he's fine.
All right. So you finish. You guys retrieve your weapons, Evie, including the daggers that you threw that you missed.
Yeah, you picked them up.
It takes a little while to find some of them because they are buried in some snow.
She was a bit embarrassed. She missed pretty bad.
Yeah. And you bid it.
It was a bit of an embarrassing fight, to be
It's
honest.
if had you failed that save, you would have been stunned for 1d4 rounds. Yeah. So good thing that you had a good save there. But all right. What are you guys doing?
Just heading back
Uh,
to sleep because we were on our final long rest watch, right? Or short rest.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
What does that do to spell slots, Josh?
Depends on who you are. What class are you?
Paladin.
Then nothing, I do not believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in this campaign, most of us, if you cast anything, it's gone until we have a week's rest.
Yeah. Warlocks are the only ones I believe who get them at short rest. And then some classes have abilities, but
Channel Divinity is short rest when
That's
they get
true.
it.
When I get to level 20, I get some sorceress points back every short rest.
so I'm gonna use my hit dice to heal.
Evie's going to sleep. She's tired.
Yeah, no, same. Oh, hey, exactly the amount I needed.
Oh, that's right, because you had used your brace.
Yep.
Good
Brace
deal.
up's really nice.
Yeah. All right. And so you guys, if nothing else, you guys finish your rest. And let me go ahead and switch this. All right. The sun arrives well before you're ready for it. But you feel relatively better than you did before. Even though it was only a couple of more hours, you all awaken.
Oh, shit. Hey, looks like the ale worked.
The charred bodies of the Draugr are over by the pond that they broke out of, and once you guys eat breakfast, you snuff the fire out, and what are you guys doing?
Do you want to throw them inside the frozen lake again? They're now pretty much dust, but water gets rid of dust. So
Mm-hmm.
if you all want to do that, take like 30 minutes or so.
We have a throwing competition.
Okay, I'm going to start to break into the ice and start putting the bodies in there.
Okay. Absolutely. Overnight, the holes they broke out of, they did freeze back over, but not to the thickness that they had been before.
Why would we put them back? What if they come back after? What if it's like
Because
healing
they're-
water?
Because they're burned to dust now. So water gets rid of dust.
I mean, the bones are remaining, and that's about it. Some of them bones are broken because you guys smashed them. But
I'm gonna take the skulls then of the 5 that were there. There,
Okay.
Is that better?
No, let them return to the earth. Let the cycle renew.
So you want where do you want them to go?
The ground.
I'm taking the skulls.
what is it? First estate Andor.
This is a different campaign.
Whoa, he's gonna turn him into a beer center.
Hey,
Cora's knows what's up.
drinking from the skulls of your enemies. Yep, always fun.
Take the skulls, you weirdo.
All right. All right, you take care of that. You have some skulls now. Some of them actually, there's one that you can't take because its skull is caved in, and a second one had an arrow through it. If you can take it, if you want, it's still relatively intact.
Yeah, it's more for bashing than actual drinking through.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, what do you guys? What are you guys doing?
I bury the ashes under a tree.
Okay. Ground's a little, well, not a little. It's very frozen, so it takes you some time to dig into the ground. But you take what you can. Obviously, you don't get it all, but you get the majority of it, and sure, you bury the ashes under a tree. All right. Anything else before you set off? No.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Your own?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. So you guys set off in the direction of the barrows.
Question:
And
Am I big enough to ride Rowan?
I'm sorry. What?
The boar. He's a big ass boar, right?
You're a little bit too big.
Fuck. That'd have been so cool.
I mean, honestly, it would have to be someone like a dwarf or a halfling or gnome
Giant boar, large beast.
or it
Hit
could,
point.
yeah, or it could be a pixie.
So many
Skits.
pixies.
You're some luck here. Just a big ass boar with a tiny pixie on top. That's great.
All right, so you guys travel for a few hours. Storm clouds begin to gather off in the distance, coming in over the mountains. And they begin to swirl and boil as you see snow begin falling in the distance. You can only imagine that it is coming your way. And all right, by the end of the day, a full day's journey brings you to, as the sign depicts, Bjarg on Varda. A rocky path that twists and turns up a gentle incline gives you the first views of the burial mounds. At the summit, a lone twisted oak tree stands to the side of the path. From the outstretched limbs, numerous bodies swing in the bitter cold wind. Beyond, stone cairns and barrows spread out as far as the eye can see in the gloom and setting sun. It appears that numerous burial mounds have been used here, pointing to several peoples using the same site. Perhaps it's the wind, but you think you can hear voices now and again, from where you can only imagine if you dare. The name Bjarg and Varda, it translates to in the Dverg or Verger language, Cora, you know, it translates to Stone of the Dead or Cairn Stones. Basically, it doesn't translate perfectly, but that is the general gist of it.
Okay.
All right. Otar, upon seeing this, I am going to, as you guys remember, did everybody roll their the 4d6, drop the lowest? Everybody do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
That is your sanity score. Just like any of your other scores that you have, strength, dex, wisdom, etc., etc. Sanity is a new one. Otar, you are going to need to make a sanity check.
Sorry, I meant to change its name.
Okay. Give me a second to set it up. I have the score already, but
Just Otar right now.
20.
Just Otar right now.
do I have proficiency in this, or just the straight ability
Nope,
score?
just straight.
There we go. That's all right. Sounds about right.
All right.
Oh. No.
The vision of the tree shakes you to your core. It is like it came directly out of one of your dreams. And what did I? Where did? Oh, there it is. All right. So I need you to roll me a D100. All right. And just one more D100, please. It is a solid number. All right, 32. That's a number 2. All right. You are shaken. Basically, you become speechless and just terror-ridden, and you will remain so for the next 15 rounds.
Jesus.
It's seeing that. I mean, it's literally pretty much out of your dreams. It's a little bit ridiculous. It's just sends shivers down your spine. You could almost see your hand reaching up, grasping the rope. Nope. Oh. Well, if you didn't roll that yet, go ahead and roll 46, drop the lowest, and that's going to be your new mystery skill, or sanity in this case.
I was about to say Otar was somewhat sane, but never mind.
Yeah, well, no, at this point it's so and with the failure. So the way this is going to work, let me explain this real quick. So all right, so sanity check. You basically, just like any other check, roll d20, add your bonus for your sanity score. So if you have a 16 sanity, you add +3 to your roll. Et cetera, et cetera. So,
I'm gonna go fucking crazy. You ready for this? I'm gonna go nuts. Because I have +0. I'm gonna go crazy.
So that's a 17. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice on there. All right. So what happens is, so you start off level 1, you have a total of 5 sanity points. Every time you level up, you gain, the minimum is 1, but you gain the number of your bonus for your sanity score. So again, if you had 16 sanity, you gain 3 to your total of sanity points.
You start with again 4.
So, so you guys are level 2 now. So
Yeah.
5 plus whatever your sanity score is, and that's going to give you your total sanity points. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Otar, you just failed 1 sanity check. So what I need you to do is basically just make a notation that you have 1 check against your sanity, or 1 point against your sanity.
So I have 8 total sanity points, and
So now you have 7.
I have 7. Okay, got it.
Yep, 8 total, 8 max, 7 currently. Yep, exactly. So it gets really bad when you get down to below 0. You once you reach that point, there is the possibility of permanent sanity that cannot be reversed. And basically at that point, it is going to be like as if I killed your characters.
Yeah.
Your character becomes useless.
We are
And-
fucked.
And so for the next minute and a half, so 15 rounds, I'll be terror-ridden.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And what this is just a very short term.
Yeah.
You failed it spectacularly, but because it's just a skill check, or stat check, and it's your first one, it's very minimal.
Hey,
Where it would have the effect is if you were in the middle of battle and you're out of commission for 15 rounds, that's gonna suck.
it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, exactly. So just so you know, there are ways for temporary insanity points, you can have those basically healed back by medicine checks, or some spells can be used as well, such as restoration. where are they? I mean, if you get like to the much higher levels like Wish and Miracle and that sort of thing, if you get to that level, yeah. But I mean, for the time being, the restoration string of spells, that's your best bet if you get into trouble. So that's the way that's going to work. I got a handy dandy little chart here. So anytime you fail a sanity check, things are going to get interesting. All right. And so with that, you are at the Stone of the Dead. Oh, it's because you guys have. That's because you guys have vices. Oh, and that's the other thing. You guys can develop vices, make them become like, like drugs, alcohol, prostitutes, whatever. You can have that, and that can assist in getting back some of your sanity points as well. But you would have to spend a portion of a short or long rest really taking advantage of those things.
So you can basically shag yourself back to sanity.
Singing softy.
Please, please don't, Cora.
60 bagpipes. It sounds pretty decent. However, you don't do a terrible job. It just in the current weather, in the snow, in the stone, it has a very eerie sound to it as it reverberates off of the stone.
The most maximized way to play bagpipes.
Yeah, it's loud, but it's also adds to the situation. You have these corpses hanging from trees. What do you guys do?
We're having a fucking party in the graveyard is what we're doing.
You're dancing on the corpse tree. I'm sure there is a song or nursery rhyme about that, but it escapes me at the moment.
The Hanging Tree. Literally, it's called The Hanging Tree. There's a song called The Hanging Tree.
There you go. Well, above, you see there are men, women, and children hung from the tree.
Well,
Pantera.
What did you say?
Pantera, Cemetery Gates.
Good song.
Or is that Slayer? Is that Slayer or Pantera?
That's Pantera.
Yeah, I thought.
Slayer is Raining Blood, and there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Well, Merrick, is this what you people do to dead? It's kind of fucked up.
All right. So you got Merrick. You move closer to the tree. The tree itself is just a standard oak tree. You see. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Anybody who wants to. It's not just limited to Merrick.
I want to know how long it looks like they've been up there for.
Well, investigation for that.
Oh, geez. I see nothing.
Well, Corbin on a 16 medicine check. They are much more recent than the stones and the cairns would suggest. Evie and Merrick, you don't see it at first. However, with Evie's help, you see that the ropes, they are tied off on lower branches. So if the corpses need to be, or if you wanted to, you could lower the corpses down instead of cutting the ropes and letting the bodies hit the ground.
I'll let him down.
Yeah, same.
Help out.
Okay. Together, you count there are 19 corpses hanging from this tree.
Can I roll to just like keep an eye out, like roll perception for watch?
To keep in watch?
Yeah,
Absolutely. Go ahead.
against boogeymen and whatnot.
All right. So you keep watch. Okay. Excellent, Cora. So you keep watch. You see there are some crows and ravens about. However, they are all pretty much perched up and preparing themselves for the oncoming storm. Other than that and the weather, the only thing I could say that you really notice is just the horrible feeling you get from this place. This is not a very friendly place, so to say. It's not something you're used to being Fae. It's just, I mean, you're used to, death happens and it's a natural part of life. However, seeing
I like
these,
to think that pixies treat death like New Orleans style.
yeah, I mean, exactly. And it's
Fucking party. That's awesome.
I mean, it's not necessarily celebrated, but it makes you a little sad. But at the same time, it is a part of the circle of life. Everybody dies, and then
Circle of life.
pixies. You have the belief that basically people are recycled. Basically, the souls are recycled into new beings.
Hey man, for bugs are Fae too.
Are these people Nords or what?
Yes. Taking a look at their what they're wearing, they are definitely Nords. All of them, men, women, children. The youngest being probably about 6 or 7 years old. The oldest being somewhere probably up in their 50s or 60s, which is relatively old. For a human. Gorban.
Yeah.
All right. You rolled medicine. I don't know if you intended to, but you did.
Did not. But I did. That happened.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, you all just have a very, just a very horrible feeling about this place. And there's 19 dead peasants here. Cora gathers some firewood for a pyre.
Were they dead before, or any injuries before, or just all killed from being hung?
All right. All right. They were dead. Well, they died as a result of being hung.
No other injuries?
Other than some bumps and bruises. I mean, it's really hard to tell. They've been up for a few days. They are frozen stiff. No pun intended. The skin is bluish in color. The only
They all look like they're around the same time.
Merrick, I would say with that 18, I would say that judging by the condition of the bodies, it's hard to say, but you would say they were probably all hung at about the same time.
Do they have any clan markings, like tattoos or clothes or anything that say which clan they're from?
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, I will help with that. I know stuff about Nords. Totally, sure, yeah.
What is a Nord?
Let me tell you all about them.
All right. Clover. Wow. Nice roll. You point out it's not necessarily a marking so much as it is colors. You see that they all have a brown and gray as the primary colors in their clothing. This depicts you're not entirely sure. You just see that the colors are there.
Merrick, do you recognize these colours? Was it as one of the clans or something?
Dun dun dun. I don't know.
Well, let me take a look. It is something you would probably know. That would be history.
It was
at advantage.
The one I was at, I would think so. It was nearby the maybe.
Yeah, it's not Evita, but it is another village. So if you just give me a history check at advantage. All right. Well, consistent there. An 11 is good enough. It is from a specific Nord clan. And let me get you the name real quick. Oh.
We were gonna have to get all the dead bodies out of the tree anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna push the tree over.
Well, they're like, it's pretty simple. They have like ropes attached for them.
Tree? Don't kill the tree.
Yeah, we got like a moth that flies around with a little knife.
Well, no, they have like the ropes are tied to like the base of the tree, so you can lower them.
Yeah, but we also need. You're gonna make a pyre too, right? So might as well just use the tree.
Right.
It's a living tree, so it wouldn't be dry.
I mean, this is the tree's green, so it would take some time for it to catch. There are just plenty of dead wood around that you could use. That would probably be a better bet. And this is the Ashgard clan.
These look like they're from the Ashgard clan.
Further to the west.
Further to the west.
I love the
color.
Nords and their straightforward naming. Ashgard, and they wear brown and gray.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Are they the grave tenders by chance? Do they guard the ash?
Oh.
They're not from this area, but
that wasn't a no.
Yeah, would make
that wasn't a no.
Based on, I mean, Merrick told you they're from further west, but as far as you know, they could be. It would make sense, but I mean, there's 19 of them. How many people do you need to really care? Even if this is a large area, which it is, you can't imagine needing that many people to tend graves.
I don't know, maybe it's an honor.
Safety in numbers, though.
Could be.
I mean, if they're grave tenders, they're not doing a good job. Look at them; they're all just hanging out.
Wow. Is it typical for bring the Nords to bring their dead all the way over here to the barrows?
Some of the closer clans, they had once at one point, but they stopped bringing their dead here long ago. Probably before you were on the scene in Havita. You had heard tales that probably a generation or two ago they had stopped. Strange things were happening with the corpses or the bodies. The rumors of the dead rising, stuff like that. Pretty much growing up, you thought they were just old wives' tales, things to scare children away from traveling that far out into the wilderness to explore. Yeah, that's basically what it was assumed to be. But apparently there is something to the rumors. Something interesting anyway, as you're not sure what's going on here.
I just point out that the Nords don't use this site anymore, and they're farther away, so there's no good explanation why they're all the way out here. Unless it's something that has to do with the Frostfells.
Yeah, but don't they usually eat people?
Yeah, so that doesn't really make sense.
I mean, unless they're just hanging them up like a butcher. Come back later.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And have you guys started the pyre yet, or are you guys still preparing? Or did you guys decide not to do that?
I'm still down to burn.
Yeah.
I'm still down. Give them send off.
I'll make fire.
Yeah, so I think we all prepare the pie, then we all fetch wood and prepare it.
Okay. And
Did you say it was ravens or crows hanging out?
you're not entirely sure. You can't really see them very closely.
Oh, I didn't know those birds. I missed the
I
part.
mean, just because it makes a difference, because crows are like, smaller, and then ravens are like giant ass scary motherfuckers, so.
Yeah, you see both. The crows, obviously, they're keeping away from the larger ravens.
I would like to ask Gorbun and Merrick to cover me so I can go chat with some crows, not the ravens, because I'm a snack.
I mean, you want me to help? They can understand me too. I'll be like your bad cop.
Yeah, let's do that. Do you have any granola?
Yes. What kind of chef do you think I am? I specialize in breakfast.
Do you have any granola you're willing to give some crows?
I mean, sure. All of nature needs to eat.
Josh, we would like to go chat up some crows.
Yeah. I like how the biggest guy and the littlest little picture just gonna strut up to some crows.
Yeah, you guys just switch good cop, bad cop. Be funnier.
Yeah, well, he's not snack size. I don't want to be bad cop and make them angry and eat me.
It's good cop, hungry cop.
All right, so you guys go over to speak to the birds.
Yes.
All right.
Wait, are we speaking to crows or ravens? I forget. Crows, right? Because ravens are scary.
Crows. We're definitely the crows.
All right. There's a group of them kind of huddled together in the tree. And they cock their heads and look at you as you approach.
I would like to hold out a little bit of granola and hey guys, we were just wondering about the people hanging in the tree.
So they don't have a language. What are you trying to determine from them that an animal would be able to?
I don't know. I'm not really sure how much we can actually talk to them or not. It's been vague.
Yeah, it's you can get basic feelings from them as they don't have a language, but
I mean, all I know is that they can understand my words. I just can't understand them back.
So you get the feeling from them. A fear, but at the same time, you you feel that they have a satisfied hunger. As if they've eaten a full meal.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of bodies over there.
Yeah.
And you get the idea that this is their home, that this is where they live.
Cool. Good work, team. And head back and relay the information that the
We're gonna
crows
go talk to
are afraid of whatever put the people there.
I'm talking to the ravens. I'm gonna see what ravens are smart as fuck. I just went, hey there, friends. Just wanted to know, has there been any foot traffic here? Anybody else going into these little caverns here, into their nest? It's like a yes or no. I can
Hold
give a
on
yes or no. Right?
I'm sorry. What did you ask him?
Like if there's been any other like creatures going in and out of this thing.
You get a yes.
All right. A lot or just a few?
It cocks its head, and you see it taps its beak more than once, a few times.
Yeah. Okay. Like woodpecker, kind of just like a lot. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. I throw up like a rotten piece of meat.
It screeches and grabs the meat, which causes a little bit of a tussle between two of them.
How many are there?
Right there's two.
Right,
there are others in the vicinity as well.
I'll throw up another one for them, just so they don't fight. And then I'll walk back. Yeah, the ravens say there seems to be a lot of things going in and out of this thing. A lot. By bird standards, and that's a lot by bird standards. There's a lot of birds.
All right. And so, yes, Clover, basically you get the sense that there is, you did receive that before, the information that you sent me. In this instance, you see that
you can do whatever you want with that. Wasn't sure what the bounds on that were.
they are, the bad feeling that they're portraying has basically the vicinity of the tree. However, once the bodies had been taken down, you saw that that feeling is no longer there. It's still there, but it's not there regarding the tree, I should say.
Hold on.
All right. You sense. All right. You sense it, and you see Otar puts to rest the body of a little girl that began to reanimate. As he does that, Core, you sense that they are, I mean, they're right there. All of them, all remaining 18, are all beginning to turn.
I thought we've been burning them.
You haven't, they haven't been, you guys were still gathering the bodies, piling the wood up. You guys are going to, but before you had an opportunity to light it up, they are beginning to come back.
Quick, Andre, light the pyre.
Yeah, easy firebolt on that.
Yeah, and Otar puts down the little girl as gently as one can.
Yeah, I just try to light the bonfire there.
Andre, I'm going to need you to make a sanity check as well.
Sure thing.
Invasive thoughts on Uttar and just go. Are you okay, buddy? Are you gonna be all right? Are you with us?
15.
Told you to say
Okay.
it out of my fucking head.
I'm just chatting.
You have a basic sense that Otar is filled with sadness currently. And you don't even need invasive thoughts or anything like that.
Oh no, I was literally just talking to him. I was just
Yeah. I saw that pop up, but yeah, you can. I mean, you can tell. It's not the typical Otar you're used to seeing. You can tell something is bothering him, and yeah, he's definitely disturbed. That's the feeling you get. Andre, you are fine.
Sweet. I don't like going crazy, so.
Well, I mean, you are. Of course. You should get advantage.
One of these days, I'm gonna sneak a zombie into your bed.
Now you know how a gnome feels.
I've always had to deal with this racism.
All right.
So like, here's the thing, though, because I personally have no idea how lively or not Andre is. I only know that everyone makes fun of him for being a zombie, but like, is he zombie-like?
I just look like a zombie, and I'm like very taciturn. I don't really talk a lot. Like,
So you do present as a zombie.
I mean, he doesn't shamble and
like
you
and
know,
I'm quite like eloquent
he doesn't.
spoke and like,
Yeah, he doesn't smell like death usually, but
He just represents the undead. He just doesn't speak for them.
I can't wait for the opportunity to come up where I can somehow turn you guys into an undead.
All right. So you guys expedite making the fire, and you see as they begin to burn in the pyre, you see they are moving within the fire. However, the wood catches so quickly that none of them ever have a chance to escape the blaze. So you have successfully ended.
Burn some things alive, or to undead again.
They're dead again. Yeah. Well done. And I just realized. Everybody take it. In another inspiration. Remember, we have a max of 3. Add that to your sheet if you needed it. That was a combination of last week and also as the roleplay for this week as well. So, all right. So the blaze for the pyre is going. However, the storm is moving in and it is blowing full force.
Is there any shelter anywhere nearby?
You can search for shelter. Sure thing. All right. Cora. Wow. All right. Cora, you see there is a compared to the surrounding stones, there is a stone structure not too far off from where you are currently located.
Does it look a mausoleum, right? Like?
Yes. It has a roof. It has walls.
Okay. I pointed out to the party. Last resort. What do you guys think?
I start walking in. Got to get out of the storm. We're all gonna die.
At least you're in the right place for it.
Oh, I'm trying to make an igloo. I'd rather make an igloo.
Is there enough snow for that? I could probably make an igloo.
Have a tiny hut spell.
A lot of the snow is fine powder and is the same as what's coming down right now. It's not the heavy, thick stuff. It's too cold for that. There's also a lot of ice coming down as well. Just pelting it's pelting your skin and.
All right, to the creepy mausoleum.
Let's just leave this place.
And the entire place is creepy. So
Forced to
yeah.
overthrow.
So winding your way through some of the barrows or the burial mounds and the cairns, you arrive at the mausoleum. It appears to be made out of very large monoliths, standing stones, ancient, and very finely crafted. There's all kinds of designs, very much representative of the Dvergr, or the dwarves, the ancient dwarves of this land. Upon entering, you see there is an spell. The
Divine sense.
no, that's like a one and done
minute.
shot.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's like a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say by the time you get, we'll say
Oh.
you get close enough within the minute that you don't sense anything in the immediate area.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll just say you really don't sense anything in the area. You see there is a sturdy oak door. It is held together with iron bands, which are rusted, but yeah, it is closed and shut.
I kick it in.
Well, it screeches on its hinges. It wasn't locked, but it flies open, and with a loud boom, and then you see dust fly up from the wall that the door slammed into. Inside the mausoleum, it is dark, but
I lift,
it is
I lift up my,
relatively dry. Go ahead.
I lift up my foot. Perfect key. Works on every door.
Such a talented rogue.
You so silly, Gorbum.
Let's find some place to rest them. Is there stairs up this place?
It sits on a rise. Higher than some of the other cairns and burial mounds, but yeah, there's let's see. I am totally sorry. I completely lost my train of thought. What were you asking again? I'm sorry.
Is there like stairs or like bedrooms or anything? Is
no,
it just
no.
like
No, sorry. So as you enter the mausoleum, basically it is a one big open chamber. You see set into the floor. There is it's slightly raised stone platform. However, the center is an iron grate, and you see there are stairs below it that head down into the earth. Hand crafted stairs, not natural. No light is coming from that direction. Just darkness. But the iron gate is closed on top.
Does anybody need to rest before we decide to go down those steps?
And why are we going down the steps?
Is there any
here for?
what?
I'm
We
sorry,
don't-
Merrick, what did you say?
Does it look like it's been opened up or anything recently?
Yes, it does. You see with a 12, you see that the looks like it once had a pretty complex lock. The lock is sitting off to the side, smashed and broken.
Guys, I think the Frostville have been here. Somebody's been down here recently.
Wait a second. Those two. What the hell are they called? The fucking bird man and the goblin. They said they were exploring a grave site, a graveyard. Is this anywhere near that?
This is, in fact, the same from the description they gave you.
From the description they gave us and based on their skills, this place is extremely dangerous.
Yes, it is.
So maybe we keep watch and don't go down the mysterious hole of death near the stone of death and the graveyard.
Wait until the storm passes, so if we need to run away really fast, we can and not be trapped.
Can Evie sense any brains?
Just your own.
Brains.
And you call me the zombie.
Andre,
Do I smell any undead?
make a perception check.
What does an undead smell like?
Yeah. You can, with your keen sense of smell, you can, other than the mold, mildew, and dust, dust and dirt. I cannot talk. Other than that, you can smell the odor of decay coming from below. I mean, that would make sense, as this is a mausoleum. You assume that the ancient dwarves had buried their dead here, or some of them anyway.
But it's not gonna be as pungent as like a dead, because I'm assuming they put them in stone, so that's gonna block some smell. So I figured like if they're fucking walking around, they're gonna smell a lot.
I mean, you're not entirely sure. You don't know if this is.
Cora, maybe you should look at that the hammer or whatever that let you communicate with them.
The mace. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have it with me.
Yeah, so I guess we can rest and wait out the storm, or
I'm sorry.
I guess we can like rest and wait out the storm, or
For now, yeah.
Just
Sounds
totally
like a
all
good idea.
There is enough room in here that you can bring the horses in, if you wish. So that way they're not stuck out in the middle of a blizzard.
And Rowan?
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
Yeah, there's enough room for all the animals.
can I ask Odell to go down the steps, like to go like past the grate without opening it?
Sorry, I was reading. What was that again?
Can I ask my skunk Odell to go down, like take a little peek, and like come up and say like, "Hey, there's something down there."
I mean, yeah, you can absolutely. And so the skunk, Odell, slips down the steps, gets to a landing where they turn. You see that it sniffs in and it's kind of peeking its head around. And after a few moments, it disappears around the corner. A couple minutes later, it comes sneaking its way back up. Basically, it's there's nothing there on the steps.
Cool. I give him some berries.
Okay. Andre, as you come into the mausoleum, One, I'm going to need another sanity check.
$22.
All right. This brings back a memory. Horrible memory. Your escape.
Oh.
This has to be the place. You remember that gate. For whatever reason, the lock was not on it that night. Perhaps whoever was keeping watch, they had forgot to lock it up. But escaping from the chamber, your brother had told you to hurry, leave, flee, run. You promised you'd be back for him. And barely making it out, you struggled your way out of this place. Evil place. You know what goes on below. It curdles your blood. You get that horrible sick sense in your stomach as you even think about it. However, you are able to gather your senses, and you think you can do this. If your brother's down there, if he's still there, you have the opportunity now. You're here. You're not hopeless. You're not weakling. Perhaps you can free him.
Yeah. Yes, we must go down. You can see Andre like very kind of like pale faced, well more so than usual, but like even like sweat glistening his brow, like where he's
gone blue.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it like green because it's a zombie sweat?
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, we must push forward. We've already come this far, and who knows what can trap us in here if we do not press forward now.
Okay. I agree with you. I agree with you and Cora. Let's go.
Okay.
I try and like pull open the gate. Nope.
You get some help from the rest of the party. So
not
with
the
screech, with a screech, you eventually open the gate. The old iron hinges just let out that horrible, shrill grinding of metal on metal. The old steps, although ancient in their design, they are perfectly cut as they lead down into the earth. The walls themselves, at first, they are... At first, the walls themselves are actual living stone. But as you go further down into the earth, the living stone becomes masonry. And you eventually arrive down very dark, although with the help of Gorbin's Evertorch, you can see that there is a set of double iron grated doors, basically. They are... Go ahead.
Investigation. Looking for traps is investigation, right? Or is it perception?
Investigation. Yep.
Can I help look for traps? I feel like I should be good at that.
You can do that as well. Yeah. So you guys would get advantage since both of you are doing it. 18 is yeah. Nice. All right. So taking a look, you guys do not see that there are any traps. It is not locked. You actually notice that there is no lock on this door. There's a latch that holds them shut, but beyond that, this place wasn't designed to keep anything in.
Evie just looks to Cora and like gestures for her to open the door, seeing as this is her idea.
Okay, is it jammed?
Hmm?
No, the door they open no harm or yeah, they're not trapped, they're not locked. Oops, sorry. They are actually just going to open. If
Okay.
you yeah. All right, well, let me go ahead and move you guys.
Looking at Evie as the whole time I'm doing it.
All right. You guys find yourself in this small chamber with those doors. There's 2 unlit braziers, on one on either side of you guys. And let me go ahead and remove the door. All right, there before you, you see an open sarcophagus, another unlit brazier to either side of it. You see also, you guys can see that?
No.
Okay. You can also see, Corbin, you now see there are 2 statues, one here. Who's attacking what?
I was just showing I'm whipping out the mace for light.
Mm.
I forgot I had.
Okay, so it's
I can't-
30 feet. All right, let me adjust that for you.
I can't see anything else past. I don't think I have light on me.
I'll
Alright.
cast light on Gorbon.
Well, I have my torch, but I
Oh.
just don't like.
I'll cast
Actual.
light on Merrick then.
I have a bright torch.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
Core also pulled out the mace, so and that has light on it as well.
I'll
Which now
cast light on myself so
illuminates.
people know where I am.
All right. There is writing on the sarcophagus itself. There are more gates that are closed.
Could I read it with the mace in hand?
Yes, you can. All right. It says, "To the dead, we pay our tithe, to pay honor to the warriors of old." Inside the sarcophagus, you see there is a lone, probably dwarven skeleton, and it does have its hand outstretched. Within the sarcophagus itself, you see there are some coins within there. The ancient dwarven coins that you guys have found before.
I leave them.
How many?
There's like, let's see, 6 silver.
Oh yeah, leave it.
Yeah, it's not much. I mean,
It's not worth having a curse.
Gorbon takes it.
What was the inscription? To the dead we
I
pay
need
our
silver.
tithe.
It says, "To the dead we pay our small tithe, to pay honor to the warriors of old."
I put
I'll
leave a silver.
Well, old Ty, why don't you put some money in there since you got everybody's money?
I give
Yep,
him a
I
copper
take the silver.
I take the silver. Yeah, opposite of putting money in there.
No.
Okay, you take the silver.
Does it do
Well,
anything?
I still give the dead guy a copper.
Doesn't need it now.
I just give Otar a steely gaze and just fucking roll the same amount of silver back in.
You're fucking lost.
Is it all silver pieces? I put a silver piece in there. It's got to match.
Oh,
Look
Looks
what
and
the fuck
ghosts.
you did. Look what you did. Stealing from the dead like that.
it's better to have them out than in.
Very shrek.
I chuck
You have indigestion, man?
another
All right.
couple of silver in.
The
With just girl's coin.
what's that?
That's what I asked Otar. Would you steal that little girl's coin too?
before you can really say much of anything, I'm going to need to see the initiative, and whoever said they were going to throw silver in, we'll see if you come up before Otar. Or before the
That was me.
spirits.
Yes.
Oh no! You can't meta it, boys. No meta. And girl.
Oh,
You're in my cloak, yeah.
Didn't somebody have 20 Evie? You had a 24. Why is it a 15?
I think I accidentally pressed it twice.
All right, so let me fix that.
On the turn order, why is mine the only one that has a name next to it?
Mine does.
Bonker.
Oh, just
Yep,
does
character
everybody just have
control.
a name
It's
next
your
to their own character?
Yeah.
All right, so, all right, Cora, you are not in the order. What did you roll?
I rolled a deuce. I'm going next week, guys. I'm still taking off. Otar took the coins, ran down the hill, back to town. By the time my turn came up, I'm standing there.
5 hours later. All right. So, all right, they come at you guys. Before anybody can react, almost too quick, they appear out of thin air, it appears. And they are going to attack. Otar, 2 of them are going to attack you.
Fun.
All right. And they swing their ghostly hands at you. One of them you can make an attack of opportunity on as he swings at you wildly but misses.
And I miss him.
And unfortunately, a 10 is not going to do it, but both of them miss you. Evie, what's your AC?
It's 17.
All right. I need 2 con saves.
If anything's going to hit me, she's going to go all Neo and do the sexy shimmer step. Which is a reaction on getting hit by something.
I imagine it's a shield.
It's shield, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in that
22 AC.
All right, so +5 to AC. That blocks the first and the second. Blocks the second as well. As you see, they're in the incorporeal hands just get deflected by the shield that pops up in front of you.
It's not a shield. She starts like warping and like going all Neo like from Matrix. That's how she does shield.
Yep. All right. So with your sparkly stage name,
bastard.
Yeah. So they miss. Thankfully for you. And Evie, how do you respond?
She's kind of surprised, and she's not actually got her. She's not holding any weapons, so she is going to. Oh, but a green flame blade. Okay, no, she's going to grab her dagger, and she's going to do green flame blade.
Okay.
So it will be on the top one. She'll attack that one.
Okay. That is a definite hit.
And then that would be the bounce on the second one. So 9 damage on the top and 4 fire damage on the bottom.
All right. So as you hit them, you see that your weapons don't seem to have as much of an effect as you would assume. They do damage the spirits, but not nearly as much as you thought that was going to happen.
And does it seem the same for both types of damage? Because there's piercing and there's fire?
Yes. All right. Merrick, that brings us to you.
Back up for a better shot.
Oh, I'm sorry, Evie, if you want to move, you can absolutely do that.
Attack
No,
opportunity.
go on,
Mind
yeah,
you, Evie.
yeah.
And Merrick, you can absolutely hit this one or this one, no problem. The other ones, you run a higher risk of hitting your party members. All right, which one are you attacking?
The one on the left.
Okay. You hit it. Let's see the damage. All right. So the arrow hits it dead center. However, the arrow passes through it. You see it does do damage to it, much like Evie's attacks. The arrow sails through and breaks on the wall over here and clatters to the floor. But you did do some damage to it, so that is the good news. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Otar.
My bonus action, I'm just going to toss the coin back in. Action, if they're still there, hit.
Yep, they are still there. You threw the coin back in.
Okay. Then just an attack.
That is a hit. Do your fists count as magical, much like monks?
Not until level 5.
All right. Good to know. All right. So you hit.
Or 6, sorry.
All right. All right. You do some damage to it. Again, you suffer the same thing. It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you expect. All right. Gorban.
I guess we'll just pan some ghost. No, I don't pan some ghost.
All right. Unfortunately, you miss. You
I paid
swing.
my toll. Yeah.
And Evie, yes, that does make a difference. I forgot about that. My bad. But I did take care of that now. All right. And Gorban misses. You going to stay there? Move?
Question.
Maybe an answer?
There's a thing where you can like switch with somebody that's in like 5 feet. If I do that with Evie, does she take attacks of opportunity?
She would suffer 1 attack of opportunity. Because
I
she
just
would only
half
be
turn
out,
around and-
yeah, she would be out of reach of this one.
Mm.
But she would still be in range for that one, so that's why it's only 1.
I just half turn around to Gorban and go, it's okay, I'm good.
Okay.
All right. All right. Andre, you see these spirits appeared. They are attacking your fellow party members.
Yes, which, you know, could have told you so, but
Okay. Can I just move to over here? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just
absolutely.
making sure. Okay. I'm gonna cast Firebolt at this one over here attacking Evie.
Okay, let's see.
25.
That is a hit.
And then 3 damage fire. So just for clarification, I am also a elemental adept with fire. So if they ignore resistance for fire, I ignore that.
Mm.
So if they have resistance
they
for fire, yeah.
if they have
fire
resistance.
yeah. So I can burn fire elementals essentially.
Nice, nice. All right, you blast it with that firebolt. It screeches as you do hit it, but it is still up. Yes, Andre is a human. Dick.
A dead one.
I know where my next firebolt's going. This is two times.
2 times. All right, Clover.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is deposit my toll, because apparently I didn't get to do that.
Okay.
And I don't know. I guess from right here, I'm going to attempt to stab a ghost.
All right, let's see it.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah, you absolutely hit it for 14 damage as you crit it.
Well, I mean, I don't have advantage to hit it, right?
Yeah, you do, because Otar is right there.
I can remember if we had to be across from that.
I have a different rule for flanking.
Okay.
It's just like having them preoccupied essentially.
Yeah, basically.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
20 damage in one attack.
And then something
Nice.
That's,
like
that's
or something.
times
Yeah,
the sneak attack is also doubled, so that's 26.
Thieves
All
doing
right.
thieves things.
And you are not using a magical weapon, correct?
I mean, is it magical because I brought it with me from the Feywild?
Not in the sense
my
of...
own personal pixie dust dandruff?
Yeah, unfortunately, no, but you do...
Yeah, no, I don't have a magical weapon. Why?
You do
why-
some good damage to it, and it shrieks out in pain. You've definitely heard it.
Until I give you the money. Don't attack me. No, nice.
Cora.
All right. I still have the mace in my hand. Going to step up here and clunk this one on the nugget. Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, that is going to miss. You swing with the mace, and it sails close to it, but it is able to just move out of the way. You can feel the cold of the undead as you took that swing. However, you did no damage. And
Bonus to actually pitch a coin in there.
all right, good deal. All right, Evie. They both take a big swipe at you. However, they miss.
I stick my tongue out at them.
Otar, 14 AC.
14 AC.
All right, I remembered. You get hit.
Okay.
You get hit with 9 points of necrotic damage, and I need a con saving throw.
My 10 hit points are gone. Because I'm resistant to con, you said?
Yes.
Damn.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah, Otar's good against that.
That is definitely a good thing. All right. And the DC isn't very high, but yeah, good thing you did make that.
Mhm.
All right. So with that, only the one was able to hit you. Ooh, sorry. That one was there. This was here. Gorbin, you can, if you want to, you can make an attack of opportunity on this guy as he's moving out of your threatened range.
Yes, please.
All right, 20 is going to hit.
No.
As you see, it just lets out a horrifying screech as it just fades away to nothing. Well done. All right, Merrick. It is now top of the round. It is your turn.
I think. Did I?
Oh, I'm sorry. How the hell did that happen? I'm sorry. It's Evie's turn first. Then you can go.
Why are you only skipping EV?
I don't know. It's like I don't know if it's double clicking or...
Exclusively.
I think both times I've been after the enemy on the turn order. So I don't know if that's got something to do with it.
Hold on.
But as after the
There we go.
as well. So I'm going to do 2 attacks.
All
No,
right.
I don't think I've hit the short sword yet today.
22 is a hit. Let's see the damage. 8 piercing.
And that's magical.
Yep. All right. You do damage. You do a full amount. And it lets out a screech. Anything else before we move to Merrick?
Well, I've used my bonus action, so as my bonus action, I fist bump Corbin.
Okay. All right. Merrick. That is a hit. Which one are you attacking?
The one closest to me.
Wow. 18 damage?
Sharpshooter.
Whew. All right. Nice.
What does sharpshooter actually do?
Are all programmed into it.
Sharpshooter adds 10, but you subtract 5 to your hit.
Yeah, it's
All right.
programmed into it.
So it lets out a wail
No, Alex,
as it disappears into nothing. However, as the arrow hits it, because it's incorporeal, the arrow continues on and also hits that second one for the same amount of damage. As that screeches as well. Way to angle yourself to get the double hit. All right. And that'll bring us to Otar.
Otar is going to take out a dagger and throw it at the one over near Evie. And advantage because, yeah.
That is a hit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 12 was a hit. So did you just dagger?
No, dagger. I thought it was advantage, but...
Oh, okay. So 5.
And then I am just going to punch the one in front of me. No, I'm going to give the old one too. Spend a moxie point and attack twice. Great. So...
All right, so 8 and 9, so 17.
Yep.
All right. All right. You hit it again. 2 devastating strikes that would have dropped any normal man, but these are not men. These are spirits, and they shrug off some of the damage. but you did indeed hurt it, as you see that it is barely holding its form together. You see it's beginning to fade. All right, and Corbin.
I'm gonna put my pan away. I'm gonna pull out two cleavers. I'm gonna just swing at it with two cleavers.
All right, those are hits.
And since I'm using my cleavers, I do get my mod on my second attack.
Which is...
So it's 5 and a 6.
Oh.
It just lets me use my strength modifier.
Gotcha.
I'm using my kitchen knives.
All right, you hit it both times. It shrieks, and just like the other one, this one is barely holding on to this form. Andre.
All right. I'm gonna. Well, I didn't really want to help out Otar for all these comments he keeps making. But I guess I'll help. I'll kill this one here because I'm worried about hitting these 3 over here.
Okay.
Yeah, please don't firebolt me.
Yeah, I don't miss, but like in case I do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, you hit, and
4. Jesus, this damage is bad.
All right. Well, that is enough, and you see it also disappears with a howling wail, leaving this earth. However, you're not sure if that's temporary, permanent. You really don't know how that works.
I don't care. It's not my problem.
Yep. Yeah, I figured as much.
That's something for the gods to sort out. That's
exactly. So that brings us to Clover.
So I guess I will fly, not over the sarcophagus, over here. And a good old
That is a hit.
stab. And I think I get sneak attack.
All right. You finish it off with a last dying wail. It disappears into nothingness. Temperature of the room returning to its normal temperature, which is still cool and chilly, but it's not the ice cold of death any longer. All right, well done. You have defeated some specters. Had you failed those saves, that would have been very bad for you. It's a life drain.
It's like permanent HP loss, right? For like until you like go
restoration. It's temporary HP loss.
Yeah.
Max HP, right?
Yeah, max HP.
Yeah, you need like
so
a
that's
restore.
really bad, especially if you fail 2 saves. You're pretty much done.
Okay. Well,
all right. So having everybody, well, not everybody, but there was enough coin dumped into the sarcophagi, or sarcophagus. The gates open up.
Yeah, let's leave this coin in there now. Let's not.
I wasn't
be
taking
greedy.
it for the coin. I don't want the fucking ghosts falling back with us. We killed them here. Now they can't defeat us whenever we're going up against a bigger enemy.
Yeah.
You have to think about the big picture.
However you want. You took the damn coin from the dead.
All right. So the gates rise up into the ceiling. What do you guys do? Please do your best to stay together.
I go here and search for traps.
All right, let's see.
I will assist with the searching for traps. With my little hands.
Tell you what, I'm not going to be searching for traps. I'm going to assist Clover because she knows what she's doing. And has a +7.
You already rolled.
All right. You don't see that there's any traps here. This seems to be an open corridor. And let me see how much you can see. Okay, you can barely make it out with your vision, Evie. You can see that there is an unlit brazier right there.
Do I smell death coming down more from a certain corridor?
No, it's very hard to just.
Just smells like death.
You just don't. You can't determine which way it's coming from. It just. I mean, you're in a tomb. So.
Josh.
Yes.
Josh, there's an opening in the door right here. I can see something through it. Is that there?
Oh,
I was thinking
yeah.
it's just a mistake.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
go ahead and fix that.
I wanted to warn you
Was
just because
there?
I don't know. I can see something white here. I can't tell what it is, but wanted to warn you.
Yeah, me too. I just noticed that.
And I'm looking at this, and it's sealed.
Just try and put like another line there. With
Wait, how do you see it? I'm staying on top of you. I don't see it.
Because I have. No, I have no idea.
What?
How about now?
Seems to be good
No.
now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. I don't know how there was a sliver there. I thought I did it pretty good. Apparently, I suck. But that's okay. All right, so that's taken care of.
Well, are we going down this way?
Well, you're the group leader, or at least the person we're following. So.
Was everybody say
Follow
this
your
way?
nose anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Let's go this way.
We'll call you Rudolph.
We'll go down to like.
Or you shall lead us by your nose.
See, I can't. See, I don't have light, which is like.
Okay.
What?
Do I?
Maybe you shouldn't be the group leader then.
No, 'cause,
Andre.
like the light's not working for me. That's what I mean.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have a torch, right? So that's
Yeah.
30, right?
Me too.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Fixing it right now from Eric. And Cora, did I fix yours yet? I'm sorry if I didn't. Nope, it is. All right. Excellent. Anybody else that's should have it that doesn't? All right. Good deal. All right. There you see a set of very finely crafted oak doors that appear to have they're reinforced and they are carved with the Dvergar designs and runes all about it.
Hey, Cora,
it's trap flavor?
can you do your like weird church sensey thing over here? You know, where you kind of just like space off for a minute.
Doesn't answer, just does it silently.
You what? Oh, that.
Look, she's doing it right now. She's kind of spaces off.
You sense it in the area. Undead.
Yes, there's dead things here. If they have coin, please don't take it.
I'm gonna brace up. Rather we fight them than any of the commoners who are coming through here to bury the dead.
Or maybe they were, guardian spirits and we just had to give them a coin.
What do you think
Not
they're going to
everybody knows that.
I'm okay.
I certainly do that.
I don't think the commoners are going down in the dwarven ruins here.
It's a graveyard. People come through here, I imagine, monthly.
I push open the doors.
They do not open. As you strike the doors, you actually hurt your foot. They don't even shudder.
Just stubbed your toe. Well, but I think it's like some kind of, puzzle where we have to go through, find some lever or something, like the other place.
Or
I
the
would
door
never-
slides. If you consider this.
It opens outward.
Yeah, it's a pull. Pole handles.
I pull on,
Now,
I pull on the door.
I have done that to a party before, just to mess with them. But no, they are absolutely stuck and frozen in place.
Is there any like handle to it?
Yes, there is a ring on each of the doors.
If you could
Anything that looks
unlock
like a lock?
that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, because we have a rogue in our party now.
I mean, they are pool doors, to be fair, but yeah, they are closed.
First, I want to look for traps.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah, you don't see anything that stands out as far as a trap is concerned. If there is something there, it's way beyond your skills. But your initial sense is that no, there's nothing here. And that is how you answer as a DM. Leave it up in the air. Very vague.
What are these things here? Are they like
Empty braziers?
yeah, brazier? That's what we're looking for.
Yep.
Oh, I was over the S word. I can remember it.
There's
The door.
stone.
the braziers. They're filled with basically coal, ready to go. So they're all fueled up and ready to burn.
No, I won't let it on fire. I'll leave it for now.
No, go ahead. Try that, and then we'll try something else.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
Poor, what does the door say?
Yeah, what does the door say?
I was literally thinking that.
No, that's Sylvan.
Jesus.
Anyway, the door actually doesn't have any words inscribed upon it, just symbols and designs.
Okay.
Have we lit both of the torches?
The braziers or the torches?
Whatever are next to the doors.
I mean, you guys have the ever torches out, but you have not lit the two braziers that are sitting to either side of the door.
Andre was going to do some of those, I think.
Yeah, I guess I'll light one of these braziers.
Okay. I'm not currently in front of the computer, but you light them up. They light up with really no problem, and they begin emanating light and heat. The heat feels very good as you recently have come out of the ice cold temperatures of winter. But
I tried
nothing
to light my one on this side with a swishing a blade over it.
All right. Yeah, you do that too. And same thing. Nothing in particular fancy or funny happens.
Should we all go searching? Go this way?
Sure.
I guess we could go
Follow
find the
the-
lever.
Follow the giant.
Andre the Giant?
Oh my god.
Andre the zombie.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
This giant, has moved on, so
All right. There
Explain the thunder.
you see a large statue. Looks like it's cast in, it's corroded, but it looks like it was probably copper or bronze. It is of a dwarven female. And before the statue, there is what basically looks like an offering plate. There is nothing in the plate itself. There's nothing in the plate.
Dwarves
I'll
like
take the
fucking.
plate.
Dwarves like ale. I was gonna pour some ale in there.
Evie puts 4 copper on as well.
Okay, you do.
Just gonna dump some ale in, like like a quarter of a bottle of ale. I only have
Do
two
I know
left.
this lady? Oh, no, I'm gonna try.
All right. You can pour ale in, copper in, whatever you prefer. You can do both. However, upon doing that, nothing happens.
Is there any inscriptions, Cora?
Josh, any inscriptions on the statue?
There are not any descriptions. It's just a mighty-looking dwarven female. Although the picture doesn't necessarily represent that, I have a hard time finding statue pictures. So that's what I have.
Check of 16. Do I happen to notice? Do I know this lady?
Yeah, she lives down the street. She's that nice old lady that makes you cookies every. No,
Beatrice. Oh fuck! I forgot the statue makes you look a little weird.
No, she. You don't know. You have no idea. Their religion is not something you know. It is. I mean, it's pretty much a lost civilization for the grand scheme of things. However, she does look familiar, and perhaps that's from one of the other sets of ruins you've been in. Perhaps it's just a reoccurring figure.
Maybe there's something else in the ruins to alert us what this is. I see a door over here. So, you want to go through it, Gorbon?
I'll leave some steak, and then I'll go to this door.
Okay, there is writing on the door itself. And you guys can see through cracks in the door as well. Wow, that's fantastic. But, all right, Merrick, you do so.
Fuck the written word. Push it open.
All right, let me go ahead and move that out of the way.
What did the door say on it?
Who cares?
You don't know at the moment.
It says
doors,
broken.
there within, you see the 10 coffins. No tops or lids. You see 4 pillars. And you see the pillars are designed with both the same dwarven designs as well as skulls and basically death. I mean,
Like the faceless men?
Memorial.
I've got a lot of bodies in here.
Yes, in each there is a skeleton. Yeah, I know. I thought I had gone through the map before and fixed it, but
no. I was just looking at notes that for a while, so.
Well, I did either, but after doing a couple maps, it's getting much easier, I must say.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But all right, yeah, so there's just 10 open sarcophagi with a dwarven skeleton in each.
This is not Otar saying this, but I find it funny that the dwarves barely fit in the coffins. Like, you could fit like 2 dwarves to a coffin because of how small they are.
Yeah, I should have shrunk the sarcophagi down when I shrunk the skeletons down.
No, there's room for plenty of grave goods. Fine.
Yeah. Yeah, there is writing on the door. However, the only person that can read that is Cora. But other than that, you don't see anything else of value or interest in the room.
Gorban just kind of looks confused.
I mean, so, Gorbon, what is there to be confused about here?
Cora, are you there? Joe?
Why would you do this to your dead? They can't return to the earth this way.
So, Cora, are you going to investigate the writing?
I'll read the door.
Okay. On the door is just one simple word, which translates to 2 in common tongue, but it translates to Trader's Tomb.
Not trader.
But traitor.
Okay.
Traders get a dope ass burial.
That is a typo. As you see, so basically, what you roll insight checks if you want to know something more. All right.
Oh,
Clover, you're not entirely sure because this is all pretty much foreign to you. But everybody else that except Evie,
I incited so hard.
you've noticed per the runes that you were in before. Typically, they're sealed, or at least at one point they were sealed. These don't appear to have ever had any lids. Additionally, Gorbin and Cora and Otar, you guys can tell that the bodies just appear to have been just tossed. Like they're not set with their arms nicely. None of them have any possessions. They're literally
they're all
just,
like half in there.
Yeah, it looks like they had been unceremoniously dumped in here.
Hey, Andre.
That's me.
Or Avi, I suppose. You're both wizardy types, correct?
No.
Magic types.
Maybe.
Do you have any, like, paper or anything?
Yes.
So that we could write in the common tongue what this is in case anybody else comes through here.
Should we just destroy the corpses so they can't be reanimated?
You see that these skeletons are. It looks like they haven't been touched. Take that for what it's worth, but it doesn't look like anything is taking place with these individual corpses.
I believe I should have. I would have bought it if I don't have it in my inventory already. I like taking notes. I guess I guess I can provide paper for you to do that.
Well, I'm just saying you're probably a better writer than I am.
Oh,
put it on the wall.
Leave it to Clover. Clover likes to take notes.
Clover, you can.
That sign will be like 2 inches wide.
If you can put something on the wall, write it big, please.
Three pages.
It's not supposed to be pretty, Clover. This is a warning sign.
You cool it down.
There's like butterflies, flowers on it.
Words have power. You have to make them pretty.
There's just so Clover, you make it. Yeah, there's all kinds of calligraphy and swirls, and if you make the sign, absolutely. It says Trader's Tomb.
Okay, well, let's tread lightly. The last time we were through this looking narrow pathway, we were electrocuted. So,
all right, this. I thought it was muted for a second. Sorry. This corridor here, there's just standard square pillars supporting the ceiling. Nothing of any particular interest. And it ends in a dead end.
Is there anything like weird with the walls? Are they? Yeah, is there any like hidden stuff?
I don't know. Is there?
No, that's cool here.
Absolutely not. You don't see anything.
Nothing.
Yeah, Gorbin, you agree.
Oh, wait, I can do a thing. Maybe I can do a thing.
Open your eyeballs.
Damn.
is that how you cast a spell?
I was just gonna say, it does take us a magic.
Yeah,
it's all in the tutu.
Yeah, it's a tribal dance.
Yeah, it's all in the tutu.
Because I get it via my race, so like it's taught to us how to do this.
All right.
We'll go.
You do not detect anything magical here.
Okay. Fuck it.
Okay,
None there.
Gorbin. And let's I suppose go north. Yeah. Evie, wait up. Don't want to get too far ahead of Gorbon.
Josh, you'll tell me if I get any heebie-jeebies, right?
Accidentally clicked off. Well, 20 for a sec there.
Oh, there's someone. There's someone who's just blackness on the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Oh, I know why that might be actually.
I think you cleared your name or something in the settings.
I cleared my name because I was trying to see if it disappeared from the selector on for writing. Like.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit chunky monkey. Because my color is black on the square.
Did somebody just drop off?
I did for like half a sec.
Oh, okay. Nope, that's all right. I was just making sure we didn't lose anybody.
So, which we going up or like?
Yeah, let's go forward. I think this will just. Oh no, that's not. Definitely not the.
Do we see any traps?
What the fuck is this?
I don't know. Do you?
What the fuck is this?
Go, Clover.
All right. So taking a look, you do not see anything. There is a statue facing away from you towards the benches that are lined up. Old oak benches. I see they are finely carved, although they do appear to have been relatively worn. Hanging on the wall is an old tapestry that is frayed and falling to pieces. It does have a picture. It depicts a female warrior, complete with a spear and shield.
You're not tricking me. That's a flat screen TV.
And it might be that too. You don't know.
Can you do your?
This is a statue of a dwarven warrior.
Gorbon, can you do your dance again, please, in the middle of the room?
Well, I think
I think Gorbon's is once used per day.
Yeah, but it lasts 10 minutes. So
yeah.
I don't think it took 10 minutes to get all the way over here.
Yeah, if you can check out if there's anything magical in this room.
Yeah.
If it's too much time's passed, but I assume.
All right. So basically, you guys taking a look around in this small room. You don't see anything of particular interest. I mean, the tapestry, it looks like at one point it was a very finely crafted tapestry. However, time has just eroded a lot of the color and the fabric itself has even rotted away in large chunks. But you can make out that there is the same dwarven statue, the female that you guys saw with the offering plate, is depicted on that tapestry. That much you can make out. This small statue is of a noble dwarven warrior, complete with a battle axe in hand. However, it's just a marble statue.
Maybe she wants the tapestry in her bowl. If nothing's magical in here, I'm gonna take the tapestry and put it in the bowl.
Can I take a minute just to like copy it down into my notebook?
If we're taking it, love, then we can.
Well, I don't. It might piss in your hands.
That's fair.
If you were to try to take this down in one piece, judging by its current condition, chances are it would completely just fall apart. There are ways to get around that, but I can't tell you what to do.
Is the dwarf holding anything in the picture?
She's holding. From what you can tell, it looks like there's armor on her, and she's holding a spear. And you see there's a lot of other work on it as well. Perhaps it was some sort of scene You don't know. It's very hard to tell because the majority of it is rotted away.
Is
Or
it
at
like
least-
hung up, or is it like on a pole?
Nope, it's hung up on the wall. There's actually like an old iron hook way up on the wall.
Ew. Yeah, so I just want to take a minute to copy it down.
Okay. Yeah, you
Yeah.
take a few minutes to you as good I mean it's like I said, it's all foreign to you, so you do a fair job of copying that down and making notes about it, and basically you even have a little drawing there of it, and but nothing else of any particular interest in here.
Okay. Avi, I imagine you don't have anything to compare that.
No. Although I am getting mending as my next cantrip.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't know. I had no idea if anybody had it. So
Yep.
I have Firebolt.
I mean, I suppose. Okay. Let's see if that works.
I've never used
Things
Booming
up a lot
Blade
mess.
yet, so I could have swapped it and just.
I'm
told
kind
them-
of a single-use kind of guy. I have a single purpose.
all right. So actually, everybody freeze. It's after 11. I didn't realize what time it was. Well, all fun and games and oh no. Anyway, this is all a game, but it was a good session tonight. Well done. You are progressing nicely into the campaign.
Yes, we leveled up. We leveled up, didn't we? Yeah.
Actually, you did. However, you will not receive the benefits of that until you take a long rest.
You got like a month.
Holy shit, guys. Let's leave.
Yeah, just leave the devils come back.
Well, you know what happens then? That whatever is in here, it just gets progressively harder. So either take care of it now while it's weak, or you can wait a week or two, and I'll just make it even harder.
Priority.
Guys, let's not leave. Let's just spend a week down here. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll learn how to mend it by hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh god.
We'll spend weeks learning how to sew.
Nice. All right, excellent session, guys. You guys will continue next week with exploring this the catacombs here a little bit further, and we'll see what you find. All right. Well,
Sweet.
Hope to see you guys next week, and hope you have a great day, weekend, weekend, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Night, everybody.
Sounds good.
All right. Good night, guys.
You guys take care.
Good night.
All right, well,